Before we proceed further to more in depth on this Tkinter tutorial, there are mainly two things I want us to look at, which is the way we can arrange our buttons. So I can say widget, which is comprised of that label, field, input. The way we can render it in Tkinter when it comes to Tkinter, and there are mainly two where there should be other ways, but these are mainly most used method, which are making use of what is called dot pack and dot grid. We make use of dot pack when we want to arrange widget vertical or in horizontal order, but when it comes to that of grid, when we want to arrange things in rows and that of columns, like when you're arranging it in a table, most times the grid tend to have more advantage over that of pack, and at times making use of the grid and pack interchangeably on your program can be a little bit can make your program to crash and then give you some error as an output. Don't worry, as we go, we're going to get these errors and this are bad output for us. So what exactly is pack? Pack, like I said, pack is a way we can present our widget on our screen, but it makes use of what is called verticals and horizontal. No, vertical is more like this, horizontal is more like this. It's mainly used when we want to do basic scenario, simplest scenario possible, where we don't want to actually be arranging them in that of columns and that of rows. I want them to just be simply arranged. It's going to be, if we don't specify the when it comes to that of grid format, we can actually specify the row. Maybe we want it to be in row 2, and then what particular column do we want it to be. Like I said, grid tend to have more advantage because you have more control over how you want to place your elements, your widget, which comprise of your label, your button, and a whole lot of other things. But we'll make use of pack where you want to have a less precise control over your application, and pack tend to be less flexible, and the what is also called simple layout. The layout of pack does not even really quite less compared to that of grid, and one of the advantage of this pack is easy to use. Don't worry if you're still getting this confused. I just want to look at these two guys because we are going to make use of them as we go on, because if you don't understand it now, it's going to give you a little bit of problem. Just know the main aim of these two guys is just to render your widget on the screen. When I mean your widget, I mean that of your button, that of your labels, that of your other things. Without these packs and this grid, we can't render them on your applications. So that's what these two guys do. But when you come to that of grid, the grid tends to have more precise control, since you can specify the column and specify the row. You can see it tends to have more control rather than that of those horizontal column that even at times using make use of what's called side left and side right. No, we're not going to make use of pack really much. But when you want to create a simple application, which is going to be in our next 2 or 3 tutorial, when we want to create a simple application, we are going to make use of this pack initially, but as we go more in depth, pack is going to disappear from our application. We're going to start making use of grid, because grid tends to be more better and more manageable. And also trying to jump pack both of them in your code can be a little bit buggy, it can be lead you to some errors that you might not be interested in having. Another one of advantage of grid is more precise. You can specifically set it in a particular position of your choice, and it's more flexible. Since it's more precise, more flexible, and it's mainly used when you want to write forms. So I'm going to make use of this grid. We are doing calculator, music player, but we're going to make use of pack when we are doing a kind of the most basic thing you can do with Tkinter. So that's basically what I want us to look at, the difference between pack and that of grid. You just know that pack is a big boy compared to that of grid is a big boy compared to that of pack. Grid tends to have more advantage over that of pack. It's just that pack is more easier to use. Just specify them and give it the party and other kind of gibberish thing that can be really hard to remember. But when that of grid, you know what he actually specified. So that's the basic I want us to look at in the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can also like this video, and then next we are going to try to add tests to our environment, because currently our current situation right now, current position right now, we cannot able to render text. We're able to just add title, geometry, and then change the background environment. So in the next video, we're going to add text to our environment in our application. So I'll be happy to see you in that video. Thank you for watching.